Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Anthony coming at you today with a setup video. This video has been requested a lot and I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I just got some new additions to the setup and figured this is the perfect time to go ahead and do it. During this video I'll be showing you guys everything you guys can see here and the stuff in the back scenes of everything. I'll be showing everything back there, and I will provide links to everything if you guys are interested in purchasing any of this equipment yourself. You know, it does its job more than its job, and it's, you know, it's been a setup in the making. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and let's go right into it. So basically, starting on the left side, then we're gonna go to the right. This is the long arm. Now this thing is really nice because if you don't have a long arm, basically what it does is, instead of having your mic on your desk, this is a problem that I had. I used to play console a lot, so whenever I played console, you could hear the Xbox pick up through the microphone if it was just directly on the desk. But what this does, it elevates it. You know, you have full customability. You can move it outwards. You can, you know, side to side. And although it's pretty pricey, it's definitely worth it if you guys are trying to improve your setup for streaming or YouTube. It's very nice to have, and you know, can make everything look a lot better as well and more professional. Definitely something you want to get if you have the money to get it. And moving along, we have the shock mount, and this shock mount is pretty pricey itself, but this microphone, if you guys can see, is the Blue Yeti microphone, and this is a bigger microphone, so it requires a bigger shock mount, and that's probably the reason. This microphone I got a while ago before knowing about the what's it called, the Audio Technica, and the Audio Technica and the Blue Yeti are big competitors when it comes to streaming. These are the two cheaper microphones. They're still pretty expensive, but the two around the same price range. And now the only difference is the Audio Technica is a lot smaller, and some people prefer that. But honestly, this can probably pick up a little bit more, and it depends, you know, what you stream and if you're gonna need a long arm or not. But this is just the first thing I got, and it's been doing fine ever since. If I were to probably get another microphone, it would be an upgrade from the Audio Technica or Blue Yeti. But if you're looking for microphones, I would just do your research. But this thing has been, you know, good to me so far. Would recommend it. But if you, like I said, if you don't want something big like this in your face, go with Audio Technica, around the same prices. And back into the shock mount. Basically, what this does is, whenever you move it, it's going to cause no sound. So if you're streaming and you want to move your microphone closer to you or away from you, you won't hear screeching or something that you would without having the shock mount, and it just makes everything a lot more mobile and easier to move. So definitely I would recommend this. If you're gonna get the long arm, you might as well get the shock mount. They kind of go hand in hand, and that's my recommendation to you guys. And the pop filter, this thing's recommended as well. People get the ones that go over their microphones. It really doesn't matter, it's preference. This was only around $10, and I bought all this at once just so I could have everything ready to go. But this was only around $10, and it basically just makes you sound better, and like certain words you say will come through better by having this. So recommend this. It's not very expensive. You can get higher quality ones. I don't really think it makes too much of a difference, but would recommend for sure to get the pop filter. Like I said, all this will be linked to Amazon links mostly in the description if you guys want to check it out. Feel free to, and hopefully this video helps you guys out. So moving along to one of my favorite parts of my setup, we have my Razer mousepad and the keyboard and the mouse. So before we get too far into things, this mousepad is like a carpet. Literally, it is huge. It's the extra large one. I probably could have done well with the large, but I said screw it. I went ahead and got the extra large, and this thing is awesome. Not only does it go under your keyboard, but it goes under your mouse, and you have extra room if you want to move stuff around. So this thing came in like a carpet. Literally had to roll it out. So if you guys are looking for something big and to do the job, this thing's the way to go. I am a really big fan of Razer, but when it comes to the keyboards, I did my research and I really saw that Corsair has the better quality keyboards, especially for mechanical keyboards. You know, you guys are probably gonna say differently, but personal opinion, I've never had a Razer mechanical, but this thing looked, and it's a little bit quieter. It looked better, and it's a little bit quieter. So for streaming purposes, so I play Counter-Strike and PC games, I don't want to hear like the extremely loud tapping that Razer brings. So I ended up getting the Corsair Gaming K70 RGB red switches. Now you guys can see that this thing is pretty sexy. It has endless possibilities. Now this is just one color cycle that you can get. And now a lot of people say that the program is hard to use for this keyboard, but literally all I did was go to their forums and somebody posted a download for this pattern, and I downloaded it, put it in, and it took less than 2 minutes. So it's not that hard. You know, there's a lot of people that post their different color sequences and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a keyboard, this is around 170. It'll be linked in the description. Definitely the way to go, especially for a gamer. But sounds really nice, and I've had no problems with the past, like 3 or 4 days. So awesome keyboard, looks awesome, feels awesome, and awesome in general. And going along, we have the Death Adder. Now, if I would have known earlier, I would have gotten the Razer Death Adder Chroma to match the keyboard more, but not knowing, I ended up getting just the regular Death Adder because I bought this a while ago with my old keyboard. So this thing does the job. Very nice mouse, and in general does the job like I said. If you're looking for a mouse, I recommend the Death Adder unless you're trying to go with a higher price range. Death Adder is the way to go, and had no problems with it so far. So going along a little bit more, we have, geez, I didn't think I had this much to cover. We have we have the monitors. We have the Acer, starting over on the left side, we have the Acer monitor. This monitor, definitely wouldn't recommend. I'll try to find the link for it, but it's smaller than my BenQs, which isn't really the main issue, but the lighting on it is a lot different. And you can notice it, probably not from the video, but from a user's perspective, it's a lot less vibrant, and for streaming and gaming purposes, it's not really what I was looking for, and I probably shouldn't have even bought it, but lesson learned. Next monitor, I'll either get an Asus or BenQ. Never had an Asus, so I'll probably try that out. So this will probably just be an extra monitor that I have, but the good monitors that I have are the BenQ RL. Don't know the name on the top of my head, but that will be linked in the description as well. They run around $170, $180 on Amazon, and these things I've had no issues with for months and months on end. They're very bright, they're very vibrant, and they are really good for gaming. So ended up getting a second one just because of how good it was, and literally no issues with it since. And you guys can probably tell that there is levitating monitors, and you guys are probably like, how is that done? Some of you guys might know, but some of you might not. We'll come back to the front in a second. I recently purchased a triple monitor stand, which I've been meaning to do for a while now. Definitely not needed. If you're trying to make your setup look better and make it look just cool in general, triple monitor stand is the way to go. You can get like a 6 monitor stand, like an 18 monitor stand, which I see pointless because I wouldn't need that many. I don't even need 3, but you know, it depends how many you have. This thing is just a really cool thing. Like I said, you can see that there's no stands needed for the end ones, only for the middle one to hold them all up, and it just looks cool in general. So if you guys want to check that out, that'll be in the description as well. I recently just got the triple monitor stand, the mouse pad, and the keyboard. So those are the new additions I was waiting to get to do the video, and definitely improved my setup by a ton. So the last few things in the front are going to be the webcam. Now this is the Logitech, I don't really know the name off my head, but that will be linked in the description. A lot of streamers you guys will see use this camera. I've been using it for, I would say, 2 months now, and it's definitely made my camera quality a lot better. I used to use a Google webcam around the same price, and it was an enormous difference coming from the Google webcam. Made everything look a lot better, and I think it was only like $5 or $10 more. So be careful when you're getting a webcam, especially if you're going to be streaming or doing YouTube videos with it. Get the best quality one, and I say this is the way to go. Definitely the go-to camera for streamers. And the last two things in the front of the setup are going to be the mix amp. This is the Astro mix amp that I bought with my Astro A40s. Now one thing is that a lot of you guys might like Turtle Beach, and before you decide to buy an expensive like $100 or $200 headset, I would definitely recommend getting the Astros. I've had the Turtle Beach X12s, I want to say, the ones that are around $200, and although some of it might have been my fault, the Turtle Beaches, every single one I've had has broken, and I've had no issues with the Astro A40s. Been taking really good care of them as well though. But the Astro A40s are a really good headset, and definitely recommend Astros if you're going to be gaming, and definitely improve your gaming experience. So if you're looking for a headset, go with the Astros. Astro A40s, Astro A50s, really depends on your price range. I think these are around $200 or $250 now, so you can get the cool custom tags on them as well. Def Gamers, go check them out. They'll be linked in the description. But you can customize them. They're really comfortable. They're really good for gaming. And go-to headset, I would say, is Astro A40s if you can afford them. So that's about it for the front of the setup. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the back. Before we do that, you guys are probably wondering what this is. Now this is a studio light, definitely not needed for streaming. The reason I have it is because I stream a little bit later at night and I don't get as much of that sunlight as I would streaming during the day. So what I did is I bought a set of studio lights, and this is just one of them. It came with that over there. I think it came with around 3, and it only cost me $30. So if you're looking for some lights, it may look expensive, but it's really not. It's pretty cheap. It basically just brightens up your stream and makes everything look a lot better. So if you're looking to improve your stream for a cheaper price, for a really cheap price, go with these. They'll be linked in the description. There's going to be some other expensive ones, but this is really all you're going to need. I only use one, and it makes everything improve by like 10 times. So a lot of people don't know this. These things are really nice to improve the stream. What's the name of them? They'll be linked in the description. Around only $30 on Amazon. So really good buy there. Really good buy. Back to the setup. We have the Xbox One. The Xbox One is not really going to comment on it too much. I really haven't had the PS4, but I really stopped playing console recently. I've been playing a lot of like Counter-Strike and PC games. But the Xbox One, pretty good console, I guess. Yeah, I just have it there in case I want to play console because I used to play it a lot. And then we have the Xbox 360. Pretty decent console as well. I'm not really going to go into consoles and what is better and stuff like that. You guys can argue about that in the chat, but I'm playing Xbox, have the consoles, and those are there in the back of my setup. So going down to the main part of the setup, we have my master of a PC. This is the iBuyPower PC. I really don't know specs on top of my head. If you guys want to see those, everything's in the description. Click on the Gamrspub link and you guys will see it there. It costs around $1,500. If you build your own computer, it's going to cost less, but built this from iBuyPower's website, had a friend help me with it, and I have had no problems with it. I should probably not say that because the last time I said I had no problems with it, almost crashed on me on stream and overheated for the first time, so knock on wood. But pretty good PC. Really had no problems with it so far, so if you guys are looking for a PC, iBuyPower, I would recommend that. They might be a little bit more pricier than building a PC, but if you're lazy and you want to get right into streaming, go with iBuyPower. They have like fast shipping options and stuff like that. Really had no problems with it so far, and has been amazing to me. So this is the stream machine right here. And then going to finish this setup, we have just a little section of games. We have some Xbox games. We have some PlayStation games. I don't really like collect games or have too many games myself because I'm really picky when it comes to games. I usually just played COD and kind of veered away from that now on into CS and Arma and stuff like that on PC. I've been kind of adapting to PC more, but that was just a little section of games that I have back there. And the next thing I'm going to add to my setup is posters. My room is pretty plain, as you guys can see, and I'm going to be purchasing some posters soon to put up. In the next setup video, I should have a little bit more added to this, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the setup video. I will have a separate review of the Logitech K70 RGB red switches coming your way this week probably, so look forward to that. Just to give you guys why I chose this over the Razer Chroma. So make sure you guys hit that follow button, leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and definitely hit that sub button. It would really be appreciated. I'm out of breath from talking for like 14 minutes straight, so I'm going to end this video, and I will see you guys later. Look forward to YouTube videos all throughout the week, and the grind will start now. So see you guys later. Take it easy, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.